Alright folks, here we got a reaction to the top 20 movie flops of the last decade. Let's watch this. Right.
Number 20, Black Adam.
Oh shit! Guys, top like straight off like that.
I can call in a favor and send people who aren't from this planet.
Send them all.
Just because you have one of the biggest stars in the world playing a DC superhero doesn't guarantee a billion-dollar hit. Black Adam fell just below grossing $400 million, which would have been solid for a film that cost $100 million. However, Black Adam was originally budgeted at $190 million, which skyrocketed to $260 million after reshoots. Taking its marketing into consideration, numerous outlets deemed the film a flop. Star Dwayne Johnson argued otherwise, although the figures he pointed to were called into question. Even if there is a road to profitability, Black Adam was far from the game changer that was supposed to reinvigorate the DCEU. Despite Johnson's initial
had so much controversy with it as well.
Absolutely fight Superman, James Gunn seems to have other plans.
It's been a while since anyone's made the world this nervous.
If you didn't see it. What we're watching here, let's go love reaction videos. We're watching the top 20 movie flops of the last decade. The 355. Did any of you guys hear about this movie?
7. We all want the same thing here. No, we don't. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1.
We're not going to act like COVID.
I don't think I heard of this one.
Recent flops. The Omicron surge didn't do this.
It's not like it's got some top tier actors in there.
Any favors.
That Penelope Cruz, Jessica Chastain,
We're
is
not
it?
convinced that the 355 would have been a box office success even in a pre-pandemic world. As much as we like Jessica Chastain,
Yeah, Jessica does right.
Cruz, and the rest of the cast, there's only so much they can do with a forgettable.
I was gonna say, they got quite a big cast in here.
Who, quite frankly, is better off as a producer.
Thanks for everything you taught me, Nick. The girl really does need a guy to explain it all to her.
Patronising language there.
I'll take it from here.
Nevertheless, Universal was confident enough in the picture to pay.
Oh, don't tell me it's another Ocean's like 7 whack
The
flap thing.
355 made about $7.8 million more than its distribution rights, with the budget falling between $40 and $75 million.
Skip!
Number 18, Amsterdam.
Later, Skeeters! Oh, Amsterdam, let's go!
I hope so. Because when it comes to love, there's nothing quite so good as clarity.
I agree.
Amsterdam proved to.
I didn't hear about this movie either. Did any of you guys hear about this? Amsterdam. Again, look at the big cast they've got. Maybe it was that much of a flop. You need to react to that ESO Necro gameplay video I sent you time ago when you was into your Overwatch. We can check that out still. It's not going anywhere. We can still check it out.
Since the film can't pick a tone, the actors struggle to unearth any chemistry.
Okay, things were a little more difficult. I had to stop it. I had to hit a lady with a brick one time.
What?
Wow.
Yeah, it's a long story, but with YouTube, it'll be a cakewalk.
Too ambiguous for it being good, Amsterdam could have used a critical boost, but reviews, unsurprisingly, were not so forgiving. Costing $80 million to produce and an estimated $70 million to promote, the film got off to a disastrous $6.5 million opening weekend,
Wow.
with its final worldwide total amounting to $31.2 million. Number 17, The Last Duel.
I didn't know this
With a
either.
price tag of $100 million.
No wonder these movies flop. If I didn't hear about it, they weren't even worth attention. Let's go.
Even if you took COVID out of the
Alright, they're
equation,
meant to be bringing out a movie about Putin in the cinemas. Okay. I don't like to get too much involved in politics. Is that Matt Damon? He looks funky like that.
My life.
in addition to the
That's crazy.
uncomfortable subject matter,
So yeah,
2.5 hours.
Yeah, I don't get too involved with that controversy stuff, but I don't know, man, dude. There's so many things that are just not black and white if Putin's good or bad. Obviously, they portrayed him with his attacks, but I think there's more to it in general. I wouldn't watch it personally, dude. Like, to be honest, it's not of my interest, but if you're interested in that stuff, man, maybe it could be a good movie.
Upon your evidence, I hazard my life in combat for Jacques Legree. You know my cause is just.
Yes, Matt Damon, for real. He's a great actor, man. If you haven't watched Air as well, the one with Ben Affleck and Matt Damon, that was decent. I like that. obviously it's based on the Michael Jordan story, and I'm a basketball fan, so maybe that's it. But it's still, I think it was worth a watch at least.
West Side Story. Unlike the last
West
two,
Side Story
West
as well.
Side Story at least managed to win over Academy voters.
These are like classics, I think, isn't they?
In terms of box office, however, the pandemic's effects were once again felt. By December 2021,
Oh,
audiences were
Spider-Man was
starting to
decent,
return
though.
to theaters, although most of them were flocking to see Spider-Man: No Way Home. West Side
Spider-Man
Story
was decent, though.
provided
Spider-Man
an
was decent.
alternative for the older crowd, although that demographic was still steering clear of theaters with Omicron on the rise.
How are you firing? The police.
Do you feel lucky? Well, do ya?
How many bullets are left?
Shoot it and find out.
Enough for you.
It didn't help that another adaptation of the classic musical.
There you go, that's the original. 1961.
Question if a
Sheesh.
remake was necessary.
Back in the
Steven
60s.
Spielberg hasn't lost his touch as a director, but with a gross of $76 million against $100 million, his reign as box office king may be over.
Oh, you lost that much money.
15, Dark Phoenix.
See, I heard of this, but again, I didn't know what was going on with the crossover, and I heard it was mediocre, this one. So maybe I should give this one a watch.
It seemed like another guaranteed blockbuster.
Has anybody seen this one? And is it any good? The Dark Phoenix.
Well, I know you're gonna be okay.
Unfortunately, the film was a storm of unforeseen obstacles. What was originally supposed to be a two-part movie suddenly had to be squeezed into one.
If you break something, anything, I can fix it.
Not anything.
Reshoots were ordered due to negative test screenings, and tweaks were allegedly
Magneto.
also made to avoid comparison to an MCU movie. Meanwhile, Disney was in the midst of acquiring Fox, which was partially blamed
That Emma Frost as well.
for marketing. Horrible reviews were the final nail in the coffin for Dark Phoenix, which made roughly $250 million on a $200 million budget. Reportedly, it lost $100 million in total, until New Mutants came along and made just $49 million at the box office.
Wow.
It was the lowest grossing X-Men movie.
I didn't even know this was another one, New Mutants. Did you guys know about this one? That's crazy. The thing is, if you're oversaturating stuff, it's gonna get, of course, it's gonna get boring. Same thing over and over.
Years before Disney came along with $71 billion to burn, Fox made a last-ditch effort to prove that they could make a watchable Fantastic Four movie. Okay. I'm trying. Did audiences embrace Fox's gritty take on the colorful superhero team? Well, by the end of its opening weekend, the film came in second at the domestic box office to Mission Impossible: Rogue Nation, which
Okay.
had already been out for over a week.
Yeah, Mission Impossible is decent.
Fantastic Four grossed $56.1 million, which is about how much its 2005 predecessor made in its opening weekend alone.
Wow.
Gotta say, fantastic.
With an overall intake of $167.9 million, the film lost
Dr.
nearly
Doom.
$100 million on a budget of no less than $120 million.
Crazy.
The their loss was the MCU's gain.
When your world is destroyed, and I'm all that's left, then it will be enough.
Number 13, Monster Trucks. A film about monster trucks that are literally monsters.
Did anybody hear about this movie, Monster Trucks? What is this one?
We guess the idea offers a few possibilities for tying
Okay.
merchandise.
There's something going on here.
I know that.
Something crazy, and I don't even know how to begin to explain.
Maybe this could have actually turned a respectable profit with a modest budget of $25 million.
Monster
The studio
Trucks. You know.
unwisely decided to throw $125 million at Monster Trucks, however.
What is this? What the
Faced with comics, toys, and a cartoon, though, Monster Trucks went blindly charging into the fast lane without any driving experience. Grossing $64.5 million worldwide, what was intended to jumpstart a franchise instead lost an estimated $123.1 million.
Sheesh. Danny Glover.
He was looking for his parents.
Parents and
Number
Monsters.
12,
Wow.
Justice League.
You're all too weak to see the truth.
Well, I believe in the truth. I'm also a big fan of justice.
After Marvel broke records with the Avengers, DC seemed destined to do
This had so much
the same.
controversy, these DC ones.
Time establishing its heroes, though, the DCEU accelerated things to catch up. Along the way, they turned out 5 films that ranged from awesome to Suicide Squad. As if that wasn't enough to make moviegoers skeptical, Zack Snyder left during post-production due to a family tragedy, with Joss Whedon stepping in. When Justice League hit theaters, it was about as tonally inconsistent and rushed as people expected.
So, how do I help?
Buy some time and stop that box from destroying all that on Earth. No,
Well, you need to bring me back because you like me.
I don't.
Its $658 million gross would have been passable for a middle-tier superhero movie, but for a $300 million tentpole, it didn't reach the break-even point. At
Wow.
least Snyder eventually got to finish his version, although measuring its profitability is tricky.
Not impressed.
Number 11, the BFG.
This is a remake, obviously.
The BFG appeared to be too big to fail.
Where am I?
Giant country.
It was being distributed by Disney. It was based
Why did they even do a remake of this when they had like an OG one? That was God tier, I think.
Steven Spielberg's return to family-friendly entertainment.
The BFG. Oh shit, it got hit in the nuts. These nuts. Face plank.
Unlike some of the other
Oh,
films on this
shit.
list, the BFG also had mostly positive reviews on its side. For whatever reason,
So what did he do? Is it just a major
people
flop?
wanted to see the Purge election year and the Legend of Tarzan over the 4th of July weekend.
Wouldn't be like that.
Yeah, you can't just drop certain movies at certain times over. It's not going to make any business
Making
sense.
just over $55 million in North America and $183.3 million in total, the BFG had much smaller returns than expected. Like Willy Wonka, BFG could become a cult classic someday, but it likely won't.
OG BFG was top notch. That's what I'm saying, dude. If it was a classic, like, just leave it as it. You know, like, you don't have to keep rebooting stuff. Just if it's a classic, right? You've done your job. It's a classic. What is the point of rebooting it? To make another classic, but there's no point. It just doesn't. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't add up, man.
Number 10.
I mean, why not just make a sequel? You know, instead of keep rebooting everything, just sequel it. Or just be original, make something new original. That takes some effort and time.
People like Spider-Man. People like Star Wars. We think they still like dystopian YA adaptations. Let's put it all together and let the money flow in. If
They're
only
just
they
trying to
were
get more money off it.
successful
They are,
with
dude, 100%. But
even before the
they tried, Benji. They tried. This isn't called top 20 movie flops for a reason. Epic failure. This is what I'm saying. Why remake if it's a classic? Leave it alone. Save your money. Make something original. Make it better.
4 years after principal photography started, it felt like the film had been sent adrift on an ice floe.
My whole life you lied to me.
We thought we could protect you.
I didn't even hear this movie again, guys. I don't know if you guys did or you seen it. I haven't heard of this
Let me
one.
protect you now.
Nobody expected it to survive the cold critical reception. With an intake of $27.1 million against at least $100 million, the studio could only take solace in one thing: the almighty write-down. Number 9, Terminator Dark Fate.
I didn't even watch this. Like, obviously I knew this was out, but I've got so much to catch up on, like Terminator and stuff.
Considering that Terminator 2 was the highest grossing movie of 1991,
There
you
you
can
go.
understand why Hollywood would want to recapture
I'll
that
be
magic.
back.
After Rise of the Machines, Salvation, and Genesis, though, studios should have learned by 2019 that it's not going to happen, ever. Regardless, they made another attempt with Dark Fate, which marked the return of Linda Hamilton and James Cameron, albeit not as a director. Although better received than some other sequels, it rehashed most of the same tired plot points with several questionable new ideas thrown in.
Sometimes it's good, and Terminator was dope, but then Terminator just seemed like the more they went on, they got worse. Like, they tried to do too much.
A machine.
A machine.
The budget of nearly $200 million bit off more than it could chew, reportedly losing the
And
studio
it flopped as well.
$122.6 million.
Ooh.
If you think this is truly the end, Cameron
Don't get
says
me
that
wrong,
the
some
movie is
remakes have been
both
okay, but some are major
indistinct.
flops, definitely.
Number 8, Lightyear.
Dude, this is what I'm saying. And even remakes, reboots, some have been decent. But again, like, it's like we're saying, the BFG, for example, you don't need to remake that because they say it's classic, it's old school.
How
Like,
could a Toy Story movie possibly flop? Well, by removing most of the toys, substituting the playful tone with gritty realism, and not even bringing Tim Allen back to voice Buzz Lightyear.
yeah, I heard of this movie. And I like the original Buzz Lightyear from, was it Toy Story 1? I can't remember if he's in Toy Story 2 and 3 or whatever they are after
Not
that.
necessarily one about Buzz Lightyear.
But Buzz Lightyear was cool as a character itself.
Grand return to theaters only grossed $226.4 million. That would have been great for the original Toy Story, which cost $30 million in 1995. But this
There you go.
2022 spin-off came with a $200 million price plus marketing and distribution.
That character looked like the one out of Up as well. There's a movie called Up. That was a good Pixar thing made that. That was a good one. It's more of a serious one, but it's like chilled out, like vibe.
Following its failure, Pixar's CCO.
Yeah, I think it's Pixar as well.
that the film, quote, asked too much of the audience.
What?
Number 7.
Good.
47 Ronin.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
happy Keanu Reeves made a comeback in the late 2010s because 47 Ronin looked like
Good
a
job.
certified
Close the
serial
door.
killer.
They say only demons have the power.
47 Ronin was a flop. This was actually a decent movie though.
Are you a demon?
You don't get this game. Lunty's still trying to figure it out.
It was apparently a production nightmare. As first-time director
Sexy
Carl
stuff.
French received a $175 million
I'm smoking.
budget, and following reshoots was
Quick,
excluded
come on,
from the filming
quick,
process.
come on, hop on. Yeah, I'm too much for you, you can't handle me. Exactly.
Gå lägg down.
No, that needs to be doing there.
Ja, quick.
Let's go.
Kan du bänka mig
Unless
någonting?
it is to ask for heaven's forgiveness.
Dude, how did this flop?
That the film's budget rose to $225 million.
Yeah, I'm shocked at this
They
flop.
have to bring in $500 million just to break even.
Wow.
While a Universal executive contested those numbers, 47 Ronin still needed
Seems
to
like a
make
lot.
much more than $38 million domestically.
I don't know about this one, man. This what I'm saying, dude.
Yeah, 47.
Like, oh, I watched this like a few times, and obviously Keanu Reeves dope actor. The rest of the cast dope as well.
$1 million US. With a final gross of just $151.8 million, Reeves is lucky that John Wick was less than a year away.
Number 6. Cats.
Did you watch Cats though? Did anybody watch Cats? I don't know. How? Why would you even go see this?
Cats made almost $4 billion
Do you want
worldwide,
this?
breathing new life into the Broadway musical. The cinematic version of Cats was such a catastrophic flop that it
Why?
probably would have killed the movie musical if Frozen 2 hadn't come out a month earlier. That said, Cats was completely overshadowed by the Frozen sequel, not to mention Rise of Skywalker.
Okay.
Cats is already developing a so bad it's good reputation, not only where the room cost us
What?
$6 million to make, however, Cats are a
Dead
$95 million
film.
budget, so it's going to take a lot of late
What are these movies? Of course they flopped. That's what I'm saying, my guy.
Somewhere between $70 and $114 million from the film.
70 to 114 million lots. You don't say. The song is A Cat Is Not a Dog. Oh, duh. No wonder it flopped. What a doo-doo song. Get him out of here next. Alright, Moonfall. I saw this as a meme, so I don't know how serious this is, but
Roland Emmerich's
I heard this Moon one was a bit of a crazy one.
They're all technically independent movies. Before you say anything, yes, Moonfall cost a lot more than the aforementioned indies, with its budget ranging from $138 million to $146 million. However, rather
Every
than-
movie though, yeah, 100 million minimum. Like, you gotta think how much money they have
Magnitude,
on this stuff, so
independently financed
it's crazy, man.
Moonfall with help from backers like Lionsgate.
it just seems like the same cycle. They're all getting about 100 million budget, a couple of 100 million. That's a lot, but then they're not making. But you know, I know budgets cost more and more, but is it? I don't know, maybe it's a smart way to do it. Maybe just not use as much budget.
Make back half half of its budget, bringing in
Use more time. I guess more time on the acting rather than
$67
special effects or visual effects, where most of the money comes from.
losing to Jackass Forever, which cost just $10 million. If Emmerich wants to save face, he should produce a documentary about how this movie got made, which sounds far more interesting. Number 4, Strange World.
Again, have you guys heard of Strange World? I've never heard of this one.
And how does it feel?
Feels
Strange World.
perfect.
How badly did Strange World
What
bomb?
is
It made even less than Treasure Planet.
What's Treasure Planet?
To be fair, the game has significantly changed.
Dude, they're choosing the wrong titles, the wrong directors, the wrong actors, everything, man. It's
Disney also could have done much more.
Oh,
to
it's
market
Disney as
Strange
well?
World, not receiving the same fanfare as some of their other films. If Puss in Boots: The Last Wish proved anything a month later, though, it's
that Puss in Boots was supposed to be good from when I heard the reviews, and it's supposed to be like good in general. So
against stiff competition.
That's good here. Okay, one more number. I told
Hit
you
it.
one. The legend will never die.
The word of mouth simply wasn't there for Strange World. While the film has performed better on Disney Plus, the financial loss of $147 million will forever
Strange
be
World.
legacy.
You didn't believe me when I said it. This was supposed to be our legacy. Father and son. You weren't.
he looks like my dad.
Looks like Charlie.
What?
Fix it up.
Yeah, get some shopping.
I'm about to destroy mine.
Number 3, Jupiter Ascending.
What's this one?
Walking out of Jupiter Ascending, audiences asked the same
Mil
question.
McCoolness,
Some
big
paid
actress, big
$176
actor.
million to $210 million for this.
Okay.
You face me, the
The high investment
What?
makes more sense given the involvement
What
of
is this
Charles
shit?
Chase, the visionaries behind The Matrix.
You made me do
Revelation comes with another question. The people who brought us The
I'm not
Matrix
your mother.
were
It's like, yo, the opposite of Star Wars, isn't it?
performed
I'm not your mother.
outside of the US
Luke,
and
I am
Canada,
your
where it
father.
made just $47.4 million. The worldwide total of $183.9 million was a far cry from the franchise started.
What is this
filmmakers
doo-doo
were
stuff,
hoping for.
man?
We'd like to give the film credit for originality, but the characters, plot, and visuals all feel recycled from superior sci-fi stories.
I wouldn't blame them either. Besides, still trying to understand exactly what it means to my son.
Maybe it just means that Humanity planet has a different.
What's wrong with the dude's ears, man? It's supposed to be some
And
elf.
few modern films are more uniquely bad. Number 2, Pan. Speaking of redundant
Oh, wasn't this
ideas,
Pete's Pan
Warner
remake
Warner
crap?
Brothers executive said, we need something to fill the Harry Potter void, and Disney hasn't done a live-action Peter Pan remake yet. Let's strike while the iron is lukewarm at best.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, some of these actors look whack though, man. Like, not a knock on the actors, I just mean that the makeup and the design looks whack.
Son of a warrior and a prince. I will live back here.
Pan abided by the mentality that if something is familiar, audiences will show up in droves. While Hollywood sometimes gets lucky with this philosophy, it wasn't the case for Pan. The studio sank $150 million into the production budget alone, with at least another $100 million going into its marketing. With the break-even point being in the $500 million range, Pan finished
Half a
with an
billion.
abysmal $128 million. Peter Pan may be timeless, but this movie epitomized several tropes that became dated years earlier.
You've seen what Blackbeard has done to Neverland already. He'll reduce the rest of it to nothing but mine pits if we don't stop him.
Nobody ever told you you have really beautiful eyes.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get
That
notified
looked kinda
of our
weak
latest
as well.
videos. You have
What's
the
going
option
on,
to be
guys?
notified for occasional videos leakings. Number 1,
There we
Mortal
go.
Engines.
What is this?
With a production budget somewhere between $100 and $150 million, Mortal Engines was a risky
Mortal
venture for the
Engines. Have you guys heard of this? What is this?
When Peter Jackson is attached as a screenwriter and producer, though, a risk can start to seem like a sure thing.
Just need a little more time.
Plus, the film was based on a beloved YA novel by
What?
Philip Reeve, inviting plenty of franchise potential.
The studio knew it was in big trouble when Mortal Engines only brought in $7.5 million over its opening weekend.
Your heart is broken.
And again, was it Mortal Engines?
I will take away the pain.
Things went downhill from there as the film plummeted 77% during its second weekend.
77%.
$7 million worldwide, Mortal Engines crashed and burned thanks to reviews and a crowded holiday season. High post-production costs further contributed to the studio's monumental loss of $174.8 million.
What the
You
hell?
failed.
Epic
New
fail.
Mutants came along and made just $49 at the box office. It's definitely not $49.
New Mutants, $49. Alright, that's great.